Um, Name?
Hi, Saydonica Schultz. I'm 37. I live in North Richland Hills, and I am a realtor.
Children?
Do what?
Do you have children?
Oh, yes, I do. I have a 15-year-old daughter.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself and your history before you came to us.
Sure. My heaviest weight, I was 236 pounds. And in 2013, I decided to have gastric sleeve. I'm about almost 2 years post-op from that, and probably about a year into it, I plateaued and started kind of seeking out where I needed to be, where I needed to kind of find a place to get off the rest of my weight. So I Googled, and that's where I found you.
Perfect. Good. Before you came in and saw us, and you had worked with coaches before.
Yes.
Okay. Had you ever done anything other than, had you done boot camps?
I had not.
You had done personal training?
I was a member of a gym, and I would just use the trainers there.
Okay. Why did that not work for you then?
I think one, maybe headspace. Wasn't quite. I was 236 pounds and very uncomfortable, very unhappy, and I just think that it just wasn't the right timing. Probably partially that, maybe not clicking with the trainer, not really feeling like I was seeing any results, and just spinning my wheels. Like I was just going, and I'm really not a lot.
Didn't see progress.
Right.
Okay. Since you've worked with us, what specifically have you accomplished in the last 12 weeks?
In the last 12 weeks, I have lost 13 pounds. I am now in a size 12, which I have not been since high school, which is super exciting.
And what size were you when you got to us?
I was wearing, I believe, a 16.
Perfect. When was the first time someone noticed that you were looking different, getting results?
Well, it's been quite a few people, so try to recall the first time so every now and then I work at a hospital that, before I became a realtor, that was my life. And so every now and then I pop in there, and they were, the last time they saw me, they're like, you can tell you've lost weight, but you look toned. Like you look toned. And, I just had lunch with my mother-in-law, who I hadn't seen in a month, and she said the exact same thing. So, even though it's hard for me to kind of tell in the mirror, just because I see every day, it's really encouraging to hear other people actually say these things.
It is. It's perfect. Tell me about your family. So you started doing this 12 weeks ago.
Yes.
And what has changed? What have the benefits been to you other than just the weight loss and that you're stronger and firmer? What else? What's the carryover?
Well, the carryover is, I'm inspiring my friends and family. My daughter, she's 15, and so when I walk in, sweaty and tired at 6 in the morning, she is ecstatic. She high-fives me, tells me what a great job she thinks I've done, and we talk about the workouts. I do couch to 5K in the evenings, and so she's kind of started, taking up the running with me at night, and she's really, really enjoying it. My husband, he has started to work out, several days a week now with some of his coworkers. They've kind of created their own CrossFit there at work, and so he says he's inspired by, kind of what I've achieved so far.
It's who you're around.
Correct.
So it's more than just for you, it kind of carries over.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the mechanics of nutrition. So when you came to us, the gastric kind of keeps you on portion control.
It does.
But what was your number one obstacle that you had to deal with as far as staying on track nutrition-wise?
It's just time. I'm so busy, and my schedule is so crazy. You just never know where you're going to be, when you're going to be, and so you're always having to eat on the go, and so for me it's packing protein when I go, packing a protein shake, packing hard-boiled eggs, or cheese, or whatever it is, just something to keep me going until I can get home and actually eat something that's significant.
So the number one challenge is scheduling, because you don't know as a realtor.
Right.
When or how, yeah.
I have pretty good control of my schedule, but it is, it may be November, but it is still very busy in real estate. And so, I'm out all day, and then I come home and I, stay at the computer till 1 o'clock in the morning doing contracts. And so it's, it can be grueling.
Okay, to get the protein in, what's the number one tip you have for maximizing your time and protein and speed and ease? What would you suggest?
Well, one, preparation. Obviously we need to, you have to be vigilant in your nutrition if you want to be successful, because that's a big part of it too. And I think protein is for me, I know personally, is key. I can always tell when I up my protein, it helps me tremendously.
How does it help you specifically?
I can just tell when I'm fuller longer, seem to have a little bit more energy, and it definitely increases the weight loss for sure.
And what's your best tip on getting in enough protein?
Well, my one little trick is protein shakes. And then of course, it's the easy, the go-to, the hard-boiled eggs. I do meat and cheese roll-ups when I'm really in a hurry. I do some lunch meat with a string cheese roll-up or something, something easy and portable.
I think those shakes are key.
Shakes are key.
It almost doesn't matter where you get them from.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
As long as you use them. Anything you'd want to say to a girl that's sitting on the fence, that's in your situation, busy, husband, kid, responsibilities, but she wants to feel better.
Right.
What would you say to her?
I would say start now. I would say it is, your time is now, and you have to make the time for yourself. You have to come first, in this situation here. Because how are you going to take care of your family if you're not taking care of you?
Perfect. Cool.